Betrayal is one of the most painful and difficult experiences a person can face in life. It's often a shocking and devastating event that leaves emotional scars and shakes our trust in others. Whether it comes from a friend, a loved one, or a colleague, betrayal can feel like a profound personal loss. The sense of being let down, deceived, or abandoned can make it hard to move forward, and it's easy to get stuck in feelings of anger, sadness, or even despair. However, when viewed through a spiritual lens, betrayal does not always mark the end of something, but can, in fact, be a turning point in one's journey. In many stories and teachings, betrayal is not the final chapter, but sometimes a necessary step toward transformation and even blessings. The question, why do you always face betrayal before entering a season of blessings, suggests that betrayal is not a random or negative event. Instead, it is often part of a larger process, one that leads to personal growth, deeper understanding, and preparation for the good things that lie ahead. Just as the dark clouds of a storm may precede the beauty of a rainbow, betrayal can serve as a catalyst for change and renewal. Through the pain and hardship, we learn valuable lessons, become stronger, and ultimately find ourselves positioned to receive the blessings that we might have been unprepared for otherwise. This article aims to explore why many people experience feelings of betrayal right before they encounter positive, life-changing moments. It seeks to shed light on the connection between these difficult experiences and the eventual growth they bring. Betrayal, though painful, is often an integral part of the process of personal transformation. Rather than seeing it as a setback or failure, we will discuss how betrayal prepares us for greater things, guiding us toward a season of blessings that would have been unattainable without it. Through this exploration, we aim to help readers understand that betrayal is not a sign of weakness or failure. Instead, it is a necessary part of the journey, one that serves to prepare the heart and mind for the blessings that are about to unfold. By the end of this article, the hope is that readers will see betrayal through a new lens as an important and transformational experience that, in the end, leads to greater joy, fulfillment, and success. Betrayal is an experience that cuts deep into the heart. It challenges not only our trust in others but also our trust in ourselves. When we face betrayal, whether from a friend, a partner, a colleague, or even a family member, we are put to the test in ways we might never have anticipated. Betrayal isn't just an emotional wound, it's a spiritual test that challenges our resilience and spirit. It forces us to confront our own vulnerabilities, and the emotional pain it causes can either break us or help us grow. On a deep level, betrayal serves as a test of character. When our trust is shattered, we are confronted with the choice of how we respond. Do we let bitterness and anger control us, or do we find a way to rise above the pain? This test of how we react in the face of betrayal is an opportunity for inner growth. Emotional pain, especially from betrayal, has the potential to sharpen our character and build our emotional and spiritual strength. In the moment, it may feel like a crushing blow, but if we allow ourselves to process the pain, it can refine us, much like how fire refines gold. Through this process, we learn more about our emotional boundaries, our values, and our capacity for forgiveness and resilience. Betrayal forces us to reevaluate what we truly value. It helps us recognize the importance of loyalty, genuine friendship, and honest relationships. Often, we take these things for granted, assuming that the people we trust will always have our backs. Betrayal acts as a harsh reminder that trust must be earned and maintained, not taken lightly. It calls attention to the fact that not all relationships are built on solid foundations, and some may come with hidden motives or instability. This realization, though painful, is vital. Through betrayal, we gain clarity about what genuine loyalty and true friendship really mean. We learn to appreciate the people who stand by us through thick and thin, and begin to see the value of healthy, mutual, and trustworthy relationships. At the same time, betrayal challenges our own authenticity. If we were betrayed, it could be a reminder to examine our own actions in relationships. Did we contribute in some way to the betrayal, or were we innocent bystanders? This process of introspection allows us to grow not only in how we see others but also in how we perceive ourselves. Betrayal serves as a catalyst for self-awareness, helping us understand our role in the dynamics of relationships, both good and bad. It encourages us to reflect on how we treat others and whether we've been loyal and true in our own relationships. While betrayal is undeniably painful, overcoming it is a transformative process that can mark a significant step in our personal growth. The journey of overcoming betrayal is not an easy one, but it is one that leads to greater self-awareness and emotional strength. When we face betrayal, we are often confronted with intense feelings of hurt, anger, sadness, and confusion. These emotions can feel overwhelming, and at times, it may seem like there is no way out of the darkness. But the process of healing is where the true growth happens. The first step in overcoming betrayal is acknowledging the pain. Many people make the mistake of trying to suppress their emotions or ignore the hurt. However, the more we try to bury our feelings, the stronger they can become, often manifesting in ways that cause more harm than good. To truly heal, we must first allow ourselves to feel the full weight of the betrayal. This process involves being vulnerable with ourselves, recognizing the hurt, accepting it, and giving ourselves permission to grieve. Grief is a necessary part of healing, and in order to move forward, we must allow ourselves to grieve the loss of the trust, connection, or relationship that was broken. Once we have acknowledged the pain, the next step is forgiveness. Forgiving the person who betrayed us can feel impossible, especially when the betrayal runs deep. However, forgiveness is not about excusing the behavior or letting the person off the hook. It is about releasing the hold that anger and resentment have on us. Forgiveness frees us from the emotional weight of betrayal and allows us to move forward. It's important to understand that forgiveness is a gift we give ourselves. It doesn't mean we condone what happened, but it allows us to stop carrying the heavy burden of hatred or bitterness. Through forgiveness, we free ourselves from the shackles of past pain and open the door to healing. In addition to forgiveness, the journey of overcoming betrayal also involves rebuilding trust. Trust, once broken, is incredibly difficult to restore. But it's not impossible. Rebuilding trust starts with self-trust, recognizing that we have the inner strength to overcome the hurt and that we can trust ourselves to handle future relationships in a healthier, more balanced way. From there, it involves being selective about who we choose to trust moving forward. It's a slow and careful process, but with time, it is possible to rebuild trust in others. One of the most important aspects of overcoming betrayal is learning to let go. This doesn't mean erasing the past or pretending the betrayal never happened. It means releasing the emotional grip that the betrayal holds over us. Letting go allows us to reclaim our peace, and it creates space for new, healthier experiences to come into our lives. When we hold on to betrayal, we allow it to dictate our future interactions, often creating a cycle of fear and mistrust. But when we let go, we allow ourselves to embrace the possibilities of new relationships and experiences without the shadow of past hurt looming over us. Through the pain of betrayal, we learn important life lessons that stay with us long after the experience has passed. One of the most valuable lessons is the importance of self-respect. Betrayal often comes from a place of disregard for our feelings or needs, and overcoming it teaches us to set boundaries and demand respect from others. We learn that we are worthy of loyalty, honesty, and kindness, and that we should never settle for less. Betrayal also teaches us the importance of discernment in our relationships. After experiencing betrayal, we become more aware of who we allow into our inner circle. We learn to trust our instincts and to look for signs of integrity in others before investing our trust. Wisdom gained from betrayal helps us build stronger, more authentic relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. Finally, betrayal teaches us the power of resilience. It shows us that even after the most painful experiences, we have the strength to bounce back, It helps us realize that we are not defined by what happens to us, but by how we respond. Overcoming betrayal is a testament to the fact that we are stronger than we think, and that no matter what life throws at us, we have the ability to rise above it and come out on the other side stronger, wiser, and more whole. Betrayal is often a shattering experience, but paradoxically, it can also serve as a catalyst for clarity, especially in terms of our life's goals and purpose. The deep emotional impact of betrayal forces us to pause and reflect on what truly matters to us. And in that moment of pain, we often find a new sense of direction. When someone betrays us, it reveals the fragility of certain relationships and the impermanence of external validation, leading us to reassess our values and what we want from life. One of the most profound effects of betrayal is that it often forces us to question our priorities. Prior to being betrayed, we may have been caught up in maintaining certain relationships or chasing goals that were influenced by others. Betrayal creates a wake-up call that allows us to step back and ask ourselves, what is truly important to me? Suddenly, we begin to question the motivations of others and realize that our peace of mind, happiness, and integrity are more important than maintaining relationships that are not mutually respectful or beneficial. This reassessment of what matters most can shift the trajectory of our lives. Betrayal can also reveal the falsehoods we may have believed about our relationships or goals. It highlights the fact that not everything or everyone is as trustworthy as we thought, and sometimes, the things we have been working toward might not align with who we truly are or what we truly need. For example, a betrayal by a close friend or business partner might cause us to reevaluate our sense of loyalty and question whether we've been putting effort into relationships or endeavors that no longer align with our authentic self. This painful but necessary realization helps us clarify our purpose by pushing us to redefine our objectives and the paths we are taking to achieve them. In the aftermath of betrayal, clarity emerges because we are forced to face the truth about ourselves and our circumstances. The experience acts like a mirror, reflecting aspects of our personality, our choices, and our relationships that we might not have been fully conscious of before. By examining the situation with fresh eyes, we gain insights into what we truly need to pursue in life and what to leave behind. Betrayal, therefore, acts as a realignment tool, helping us reset our focus and start anew with a clearer understanding of our goals and values. The feeling of betrayal, though painful, helps to clarify not only what matters to us, but also what needs to change in our lives. Betrayal acts like a wake-up call, drawing attention to aspects of our lives that need transformation. Whether it's a relationship, career, or personal belief system, betrayal provides us with the emotional jolt needed to push us toward growth and self-discovery. In the wake of such experiences, we often recognize patterns in our lives that have been unhealthy or unsustainable. For instance, after a betrayal, we might start to see that our boundaries were too porous, and we allowed others to take advantage of our trust and kindness. This realization leads to an understanding of what needs to change the way we handle relationships, the people we allow into our lives, and the expectations we have for those around us. Betrayal forces us to become more discerning about who we trust, helping us to set clearer boundaries in future relationships and protecting our emotional well-being. Additionally, betrayal can bring to light that our goals may have been misaligned with our authentic desires. Sometimes, we pursue careers, relationships, or dreams because of external pressures, societal expectations, family influence, or the desire for approval rather than because they genuinely resonate with our inner purpose. Betrayal often reveals the incongruence between our external goals and our internal values, prompting us to rethink what we truly want in life. This realization gives us the clarity needed to redirect our energy toward more meaningful pursuits that truly resonate with our soul's calling. Betrayal acts as an emotional mirror, enabling us to see things more clearly. It highlights areas in our life that are out of balance, and once those imbalances are recognized, we are motivated to make the necessary changes. Whether it's leaving behind toxic relationships, reevaluating our professional aspirations, or finally confronting our deepest fears and insecurities. Betrayal helps us understand the fundamental shifts that need to take place in order for us to live more authentically and with purpose. While betrayal shakes our trust in others, it can also be a powerful tool in reaffirming trust in ourselves. Betrayal has a way of knocking us off balance, making us question our judgment, our ability to choose the right people, and even our own worth. However, in overcoming this pain, we gain a renewed sense of self-trust and the ability to rebuild our inner foundation. Betrayal forces us to face our vulnerabilities and reassess our beliefs, and through this process, we learn to trust ourselves even more deeply. We learn that no matter what happens externally, we have the strength, resilience, and wisdom to navigate life's challenges. One of the first steps in reaffirming trust in oneself after betrayal is realizing that we are not defined by the actions of others. Betrayal does not reflect our worth, nor does it diminish the value of who we are. In fact, overcoming betrayal can show us how strong and resourceful we truly are. The experience allows us to rediscover our inner strength and reaffirm that we are capable of making decisions that serve our best interests, regardless of what others may do. Additionally, betrayal strengthens our resolve to achieve greater goals. It provides us with a sense of clarity and urgency to pursue what we truly want, as it removes the distractions and false hopes we may have been holding on to. After being betrayed, we often realize that life is too short to waste time on unworthy pursuits or relationships. This revelation ignites a renewed sense of purpose, pushing us to focus more intently on the things that will lead us to true fulfillment and success. Betrayal can also serve as a powerful motivator to develop ourselves in ways we hadn't considered before. After experiencing betrayal, we may feel compelled to invest in our personal growth, whether through self-reflection, education, new experiences, or personal development. This process of growth is not just about overcoming the betrayal itself. It's about transforming it into a stepping stone that propels us forward. Through the pain, we gain the wisdom and determination to pursue our goals with more conviction, knowing that we no longer need external validation or approval to define our success. Ultimately, betrayal helps us shift from relying on others for recognition or validation to finding our own source of motivation. We come to understand that our worth comes from within, and we don't need others to affirm our path. The experience of betrayal teaches us that we can accomplish our goals on our own terms, and that true success is about being true to ourselves, regardless of others' opinions or actions. Life is a journey filled with both trials and triumphs, and one of the most significant truths about this journey is that the greatest rewards often come after the hardest struggles. Betrayal, loss, and hardship, as painful as they may be, are not just obstacles to overcome. They are also necessary steps in the process of preparing for a season of blessings. These challenges serve as the crucibles through which our character is refined and our emotional strength is built. Without them, we would not be ready to handle the blessings that are waiting for us. When we experience betrayal, it feels as if we've lost something precious: trust, love, or a sense of security. Yet, what we fail to realize in the moment of pain is that loss itself can be an opportunity for renewal and growth. The emotional devastation that follows betrayal can lead us to deeper self-awareness. It forces us to examine our values, our boundaries, and our capacity for forgiveness. As we work through the pain and come out on the other side, we often find ourselves with a stronger sense of self and a greater appreciation for the positive things that we have in our lives. These challenging moments also teach us important life lessons, lessons that we might not learn in times of comfort or ease. In the aftermath of betrayal, for instance, we might gain clarity on what truly matters, such as loyalty, integrity, and personal well-being. We come to understand that not all losses are permanent. They can be the precursor to something far more fulfilling. Betrayal can ultimately teach us to let go of what no longer serves us. Whether it's toxic relationships, misguided ambitions, or old emotional baggage, creating space for new opportunities to enter our lives. These trials prepare us to receive the blessings that we would not have been capable of embracing before. The hardships are not in vain. They mold us into individuals who are more ready and more deserving of the good things coming our way. Through the experience of betrayal, or any other significant hardship, we are prepared to take on challenges with a renewed perspective. Instead of fearing future trials, we learn to embrace them as necessary parts of our growth process. These experiences teach us resilience, patience, and humility. And in the end, they set us up for the season of blessings, a time when we are emotionally equipped to appreciate and fully enjoy the fruits of our labor and perseverance. A season of blessings is often viewed as something unexpected, like a sudden windfall of good fortune or a dramatic change in circumstances. However, in reality, blessings rarely arrive without significant effort or hardship. Rather, they are the result of perseverance, hard work, and a positive transformation that takes place over time. The season of blessings is not something that just happens by chance. It is the culmination of all the hard lessons learned during times of difficulty. Those who endure and overcome major trials, like betrayal, typically find that their success and happiness do not come immediately after the pain, but after a long period of emotional and spiritual growth. The challenges we face in life often equip us with the tools and strength to pursue our goals with greater determination and focus. These challenges push us to shift our mindset from one of victimhood to one of empowerment. We stop asking, "Why did this happen to me?" and start asking, "What can I learn from this experience?" This mindset shift opens us up to the possibility of true transformation and prepares us to handle success when it finally comes. The season of blessings can manifest in many ways: career advancements, financial stability, personal growth, healing in relationships, or even a sense of inner peace. But these rewards are not handed to us on a silver platter. They are earned through the lessons we learn and the strength we gain from facing challenges head-on. When we overcome significant hardship, we not only emerge stronger but also wiser. The difficult experiences we endure often serve as stepping stones, leading us to a more stable, fulfilling, and rewarding life. It's important to recognize that the blessings that come after challenges aren't just rewards for perseverance, but also recognition of our growth. The person we become after going through hardship is often more capable, compassionate, and resilient. This personal transformation is what makes us capable of appreciating the good that comes our way. The season of blessings is not just about receiving external rewards. It's about experiencing internal growth and a deeper understanding of ourselves and our purpose. To better understand how a season of blessings unfolds after trials, it helps to look at real-life examples of individuals who have overcome significant hardships to achieve success and happiness. One such example is Oprah Winfrey. Oprah is known for her immense success, but her journey to the top was far from easy. She grew up in poverty, experienced abuse, and faced numerous personal and professional betrayals. At one point, she was fired from her job as a news anchor, which many saw as a major setback in her career. However, instead of allowing this to define her, Oprah used the experience as a catalyst for her transformation. She went on to create The Oprah Winfrey Show, where she not only achieved phenomenal success, but also inspired millions of people with her messages of personal growth, resilience, and self-improvement. Oprah's story is a perfect example of how adversity can lead to a season of blessings when faced with perseverance and a positive mindset. Another inspiring example is Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple. Steve Jobs was famously ousted from Apple, the company he started, in 1985. This betrayal by his own company was a crushing blow to his career, but it did not mark the end of his journey. Instead, Jobs used the setback as an opportunity for growth, eventually founding Nextee and acquiring Pixar, both of which were highly successful ventures. His return to Apple in 1996 marked the beginning of a new era for the company, and under his leadership, Apple became one of the most valuable and influential tech companies in the world. Job's journey exemplifies how betrayal and failure can lead to great personal transformation, which in turn can lead to monumental success. Another remarkable story comes from J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. Before her success, Rowling faced significant struggles, including a period of severe depression, the breakdown of her marriage, and numerous rejections from publishers. At one point, she was living on welfare and struggling to find a way to support herself and her child. However, she didn't let these setbacks define her. Instead, she kept working on her manuscript, believing in her vision. Eventually, her perseverance paid off when Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone was published and became a worldwide phenomenon. Rowling's story is a testament to how perseverance and a belief in one's goals can lead to unimaginable success, even after experiencing hardship and failure. These examples show that success and blessings do not come without trials. In fact, the individuals mentioned above achieved their success because of the challenges they faced. Each of them experienced significant setbacks, including betrayal, rejection, and personal loss. However, these difficult experiences prepared them to receive the rewards that came later. Their season of blessings wasn't just about external success, but about the personal growth that occurred during the trials. The season of blessings is not a random event that happens by chance. It is the direct result of perseverance, growth, and transformation during times of hardship. Betrayal, loss, and difficult challenges are all part of the process of preparing for the good things that are to come. When we endure and overcome trials, we build the strength, resilience, and wisdom needed to handle the rewards that life has in store. Just as a flower blooms after enduring the harsh winter, our season of blessings follows our perseverance through the trials. It's important to understand that these trials are not setbacks, but necessary steps toward achieving the happiness and success that await us on the other side. To conclude, it's important to reiterate that betrayal is not the end, but rather part of the process of preparing for greater blessings. While betrayal and hardship may feel devastating in the moment, they are not signs of defeat. Every challenge, no matter how painful, carries meaning. These experiences are designed to help us grow, reevaluate our goals, and open the door to new opportunities that we may not have considered before. Though the path may seem uncertain at times, these trials are essential to our journey and play a crucial role in shaping us into the person capable of receiving the blessings that lie ahead. Every person has a larger mission, and although there may be moments of challenges, loneliness, and disappointment, rest assured that these are not obstacles, but rather stepping stones guiding you toward your greater purpose. The struggles you face now are shaping your strength, wisdom, and character, preparing you for a future that holds greater possibilities than you can imagine. Keep the faith, remain persistent, and trust that your journey, however difficult it may seem at times, is leading you towards something wonderful and rewarding. If this message resonates with you, like, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content to support you on your journey. By subscribing, you'll be part of a community focused on growth, positivity, and perseverance, one that will encourage and uplift you as you continue to pursue your greater purpose. Lastly, trust in your journey. The challenges you're facing are not random or without reason. They are an integral part of your personal growth and preparation for the bigger things that are coming your way. Stay resilient, trust yourself, and remember that every experience, even the painful ones, is part of a greater plan leading you toward a fulfilling and meaningful future. Keep moving forward with confidence and belief in what lies ahead.